Hello students, now we will proceed towards next point, next topic of our lesson, structure of atom, that is quantum mechanical model of atom. For this structure of atom, this is my video number 5. As in our fourth video, okay, already we had discussed Bohr's atomic model for hydrogen spectrum in detail, okay, or what are the main postulates, what is the position of electron around the nucleus, how we can electron change the position from different energy levels, for example higher energy level, lower energy level, this we can calculate, as well as how we can calculate the frequency of an electron, or how we can calculate the angular momentum of MVR of an electron around the nucleus. That also we learned in our Bohr's model. Now, as well as regarding certain limitations also, so after and all, then we will proceed towards the quantum mechanics, okay, and this is one of the part of quantum mechanics, okay. So quantized electron transition, there is one word, student. So here in quantized electron transition, in my third video I told you there are two words, one is the quanta and one word is photon, okay. Now the quantity of energy, it means that emitted in form of photon, okay, and that quantity of energy in quantum mechanics, it is calculated in form of quanta, and therefore it is known as quantized electron transition. What is the change in energy of an electron, or what is the change in wavelength or the momentum of an electron, that we will study here. So in our syllabus there are 2 points here. Mainly there are 2 points related with this topic. One is the dual behavior of matter, and the second one is the Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, okay. But in today's video I will explain you, or we will discuss regarding dual behavior of matter, okay. Now this dual behavior of metal, for detailed study, one of the physicists, right, de Broglie, name of the scientist is de Broglie, or this is also known as de Broglie's principle, okay. So de Broglie explained this dual behavior or studies regarding the dual behavior of matter in 1924, and the principle is known as de Broglie's principle or de Broglie's theory. According to, now here one word is coming, student, that is the dual behavior of matter. Dual behavior, it means matter, or in matter what we can say, particle nature is also there. If we are talking regarding the matter, particle nature is also there, as well as wave nature is also there. So both the type of behavior is possible, or both the type of behavior we can consider in case of electron also. So it means electron behaves as a particle nature as well as wave nature, okay. Remember that electromagnetic radiation we had studied, that time wave nature of an electron we had already studied, in magnetic field, in electric field. So here we can say electron behaves as a waves also, as well as particle nature, position at fixed position, momentum of an electron, this also we can say. So this is the meaning of this word dual behavior of matter. So electron is also behaves like particle as well as wave, and on the basis of these two words, scientist de Broglie give the relation between wavelength and momentum of material particles. Okay, if any material is taken or if any object is there, so in this object, for this object or for this material, what is the relation between the wavelength and momentum? That is the moving particle. Here we are considering moving particle. So what is the relation between these two? This is given by the scientist de Broglie. Okay, so and actually the principle is actually the statement is what? With the help of dual behavior, it means according to de Broglie, electron or any material particle behaves like a wave also as well as particle nature also. So if particle nature or wave nature, so one equation is given, and according to this equation here, this shows the relation between these two. Lambda is equal to h upon mv. Here h is the h upon mv in this equation, student. Here lambda is the wavelength and this m is the mass of, if I am using the word particle, then I can consider here particle mass. If I am using the word electron, then mass of electron, and v is the वेलोसिटी कि कौन सी वेलोसिटी से मूवमेंट हो रहा है. सो v is the velocity. So this mv, instead of this mv, here one word is taken and that is known as momentum. So momentum around the nucleus. Okay, so it means the what relation de Broglie given, that is lambda is equal to h upon small p, where lambda is the wavelength, h is the Planck constant and p is the momentum. Okay, so if 1 mark in 1 mark or 2 mark, generally in, because very little answer is there, so state de Broglie's principle. So that time I will write only this much. Scientist de Broglie explain the behavior of matter. So matter behaves as a particle nature as well as wave nature, and de Broglie give the relation between wavelength and momentum of material particle, and we will write this. In MCQ also, which one is the correct relation? In this way also question is asked. That time also this one is our correct answer. Okay student, so in just 1 or 2 mark question is there, but actually this de Broglie's principle, number of MCQ or number of numericals asked, and in our book also there are 3 different numericals are given. All 3 are very important. Okay, even in our JEE or any type of competitive exams, numerical asked, statement they will not ask, either the relation or the numericals. Suppose I will try to explain you here. Suppose it is our problem number 2.12. Now what will be the wavelength of a ball of mass is given 0.1 kg moving with velocity v is given, okay, of velocity of 10 meter per second. Okay, now here student, just बस 1 by 1 आपको लिखने जाना है. What will be the wavelength? तो मैं यहाँ पे पहले लिख दूंगी I want to calculate lambda. Okay, my formula is this only. Now what is given mass? तो आप जल्दी से यहाँ पर mass लिख देंगे. Mass is given 0.1 kg. Okay, then velocity is given, that is your v is given. अब मैंने यहाँ पे p लिखा h upon p, लेकिन ये भी रिलेशन मतलब which formula I have to use here? Lambda is equal to h upon mv, क्योंकि मास दिया है, वेलोसिटी दी है. h वैल्यू प्लेन कांस्टेंट, ऐसे तो आपको याद रखना है, बिकॉज सो मेनी टाइम्स easily you can remember student, because so many times we are using the word this value of Planck constant. Okay, नहीं तो ऐसे भी एग्जाम में आपको दी हुई होती है Planck constant की वैल्यू. Okay, so this value 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second upon m की वैल्यू आपने रख दी, m already given per kg, here 0.1 kg, and again velocity is given here, so this velocity here we will put. Now see here student, joule second meter, this is also in second, and here it is 0.1 kilojoule. After doing all the calculation we are getting this answer. Okay, you also now here in meters, because joule is equal to kg meter square per second square, right? So therefore this answer, you also calculate this answer. Okay, I have calculated, but you also check. Okay, मतलब in short what I have to remember, I have to remember only this. Easily आपको कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम में भी इसमें मार्क्स मिलेंगे. That it is a solved example, but just I want to explain you how to use the formula, how to put the values. It is also important. Okay, so here it is completed. Now student, we will go towards our second example. Example problem number 2.13. I will try to read. The mass of an electron is 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. Here every time unit is compulsory. अगर हम यूनिट नहीं लिखते हैं क्योंकि यूनिट्स चेंज हो जाती है, that's why always we have to write down the unit. Okay, now kg, if its kinetic energy, अब यहाँ पर एक नई बात है स्टूडेंट, kinetic energy is given and this is 3.0 into 10 to the power minus 25 joule. Calculate its wavelength. Okay, now अब काइनेटिक एनर्जी आपको दी है. हियर सॉल्यूशन हम इसको ट्राई करते हैं. फर्स्ट, व्हाट इज काइनेटिक एनर्जी को हम कैसे लिखेंगे? काइनेटिक एनर्जी इज इक्वल टू 1/2 mv². दिस इज द फॉर्मूला. दिस v इज योर वेलोसिटी. ओके, 1/2 ये फॉर्मूला होता है काइनेटिक एनर्जी के लिए. ओके, तो ये हमें याद रखना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज जब हमने एंगुलर मोमेंटम कैलकुलेट किया था इसके पहले हाइड्रोजन स्पेक्ट्रम में, वहाँ पे ऑलरेडी दिस फॉर्मूला वी हैड यूज्ड. ओके, ये काइनेटिक एनर्जी का फॉर्मूला हमको याद है. सो k इज इक्वल टू 1/2 mv² एंड v इज द वेलोसिटी, m इज द मास. अब v, क्योंकि मुझे यहाँ पर v इसने नहीं दिया, आई वांट टू कैलकुलेट, सो 2k इज अपॉन m 1/2. ओके, बस ये वैल्यू आपको सिर्फ यहाँ पे लाना है. नाउ काइनेटिक एनर्जी वैल्यू इज गिवन हियर. काइनेटिक एनर्जी, यस, 3. ये 2, दिस 2 वैल्यू इज गिवन 3.0 into 10 to the power minus 25 with the unit I will write here upon. Again mass is given 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31. बराबर, ये आपने किया. So this you got, and what you got here, v की वैल्यू आपको मिली यहाँ पर. now with this v, this is 812 मीटर पर सेकेंड. बराबर, ये आपको मीटर पर सेकेंड वैल्यू मिली है. नाउ आई वांट टू, दिस फॉर्मूला वी नो वेरी वेल. बराबर, ये आपने वेलोसिटी निकाली है v, इसको ऐसे लिखो स्टूडेंट में, v वेलोसिटी. बराबर, so now this formula already I have, lambda is equal to h upon mv. बराबर, मोमेंटम तो बहुत कम क्वेश्चन में दिया होगा स्टूडेंट. ऑलवेज दे आर गिविंग अस मास एंड वेलोसिटी, उससे आपको मोमेंटम निकालना है. बराबर, सो h m अपॉन, सो h वैल्यू आई एम हैविंग, m वैल्यू, मास इज गिवन, v की वैल्यू यहाँ से आपके पास आ जाती है. ओके, सो put all the values. Okay, and don't worry student, calculator is permitted in our Gujarat board. Okay, not in competitive exam it is not permitted, so you have to learn without the calculator also. but in our Gujarat board, even in 11th as well as in 12th, till now it is permitted. Okay, so easily you can calculate. So after calculation, here I am getting 8967 into 10 raised power minus 10 meter. Then this you have to convert into nanometer. करोगे तो भी ठीक है, नहीं करोगे तो भी then also there is no problem. So this is your final answer. It means in second sum what we learn कि if kinetic energy is given, so if with the help of given kinetic energy I can calculate the velocity. बराबर, ऐसे नहीं सोचना कि वेलोसिटी नहीं है तो हाउ आई विल यूज दिस फॉर्मूला. काइनेटिक एनर्जी का फॉर्मूला हमको पहले आया है, तो काइनेटिक एनर्जी इज इक्वल टू 1/2 mv. यहाँ पर भी आप v लिखो स्टूडेंट, mv². दिस v इज द वेलोसिटी, m इज द मास. ओके, सो दैट्स व्हाई आई हैव टेकन द एग्जांपल ऑफ दिस सेकेंड सम ऑल्सो. इट इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. 2 मार्क या 3 मार्क में भी ये आते हैं दोनों सम. So both the sum you have to remember, and in the same way सिर्फ वैल्यू चेंज हो जाती है. You have to put the values, formula is always same. Okay, and you are getting the marks. जितना भी जिस स्टेप तक भी आपसे बनता है, you should try to solve the sum. You will get full mark here. Now we will go towards our third sum. Okay, that also we will try to solve.